What's happening, guys? It's Jason from Aircooled Vintage Works, and now this car right here is our test bed bug. If you follow us on Instagram, you've probably seen it a million times. We basically try out parts on this car, things that we're developing. This is the car that they get developed on, and since I drive it so much, the shift rod bushing is actually worn out in this car. You can take the shift rod and just shake it back and forth. It's done. I'll show you when I pull it out. And if you've seen our most recent video, then you already know what these are. This is the new Delrin Performance Shift Rod bushing. This is an original one right here. And so this is your factory shift rod hanger, and obviously this part sits in here, and your shift rod passes right through it. And over time, this thing will just wear out or rip or come apart. This one, obviously a much better unit. It slides in just like the factory one does, but this thing will last forever. And so today, we're gonna install this on our test bed bug, as well as billet shift coupler that goes at the back that attaches to the nose of the transmission, and brand new Berg shifter, because if you're going to upgrade, why not do it right? So anyway, come over here and let me just show you some of this. This might be hard to see, but there's our factory shift rod coupler down there. You can see it's probably never been out of the car. I mean, it's pretty old. It's got a lot of slop in it, as they all do, so we're going to pull that thing out. But the bigger problem is over here. This is your shift rod. It's going to be impossible to see in there, but I can take my hand and shake this thing all over the place, and if you really look in there, you can see the coupler is destroyed and the clip is just hanging in there. So those have got to come out today. So if you follow me over here, I'll show you what you have to do. First step, get the car in the air, pull the bumper off, pull your little inspection plate cover off, and then behind there, if you get underneath, right in there, you've got a little cover that sits there, and you just unbolt that thing, and that's where your shift rod's going to pass through. So we're going to start pulling that thing out now. Pull these set screws out, and that'll free it up. And then you're just going to separate, if you can, shift rod, just like that. I just pulled it forward. It should break itself loose of here, just like that. So now you just push it forward, if you can, just like that, and then pull this sucker out, because you're not going to reuse this piece of junk. And that's all we need back there. Here's a comparison of the two. Here you can see the remnants of the original bushing. Here's the clip, and this is the fragmented bushing. It's completely destroyed. There's none of it left in the hanger. So we're going to pull the shift rod out and replace it with that new Delrin one. So the best way to do it is, after you've unhooked in the back, you're going to slide this forward. You can use your hands. You can also use a pair of grips like this if you need to. And you're going to have to turn it and move it and just keep sliding it. And eventually, it'll bottom out at the front. Looks like we're getting lucky so far. So I'm going to stop there and take a look in the front and see how close we are. So here's the shift rod coming out. You can see it's super rusty. Here's what's left of the clip. I'm pretty sure the rest of the bushing just disintegrated on the way out, but we're going to clean this up, replace all the parts, and then we'll get it back in the car. Just get all that rust off there, and then we'll polish this thing up, and it'll slide like brand new. So this next part you're not going to be able to see because there's literally this much room underneath the tunnel. But basically what we're going to do is this. So here's the factory hanger, you can see, and this is where your factory bushing would go. So your shifter passes through here, shift rod's right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Delrin bushing right here. You can see it's got a nice split in it. And it's just going to slide in like that. You're going to set it in place with the split towards the top and just pop it into place. And that's what we're gonna do in the car. Now, go up front and guide it right in. Okay, so we got this one lined up, so let's throw this in. We'll just snug it for now. That's good. Now we got to get this back one lined up, so let's do that. So now we got the shift coupler in. You can see it's all bolted together, and we'll wire tie that after we get our shifter position proper. But you can see now we don't have a whole lot of excess play. It's in neutral. You know, you can throw it into gear, and it's not going to move around very much at all. I mean, I'm shaking it as hard as I can, and that's all you got. And you'll grab every single gear, including reverse, and the neutral. Everything is super nice and tight, like it should be. So that bushing's doing its job, and then the coupler in the back's really tightening it up back there too. Super easy install that you can do right here at home in your garage, and probably an afternoon. So it's been about a week since we shot that video of the bushing install, and I've been able to put some mileage on our project test bed here because I like to see, you know, what's it like in real life. I mean, anybody can install the part and say it's great, but if you actually drive on it, then I can give you an opinion. And so that's what I've been doing, is driving this car around like I normally do, putting some mileage on it, going through the gears, and to be honest with you, it's a lot better than stock. The factory bushings, they're always sloppy. They always move around, and you know, there's tons of play in the shifter. That's kind of inherent with a Volkswagen. But with the Delrin bushing, it really takes away a lot of that side-to-side slop that you have in gears and in neutral, and it just makes it more positive through every single gear. Honestly, it's a big difference. Like, you can explain it in that way, but you're not going to get to understand it unless you actually put it in the car. And the shift coupler itself, again, takes away even more of that sloppiness. So if you're a drag racer and you're missing shifts because of just impossible to find gears, this is going to help a lot. If you have a daily driver like this car is, and you just want it to feel a lot tighter, this is the right answer. I honestly couldn't tell you any downside to it. I think it's a great upgrade. But what I do want to show you is this. A lot of people have asked, how do you install it? And it's kind of hard to see in the video because this is buried in the tunnel. But this is the shift hanger. So if you're looking down from the top of the tunnel, this is where your shifter bolts, passes through here, and then your shift rod goes through here to the back of the car. And you do need to remove the shift rod to install it, but it's really simple. So here's the Delrin shift rod bushing, and you can see there's little detents on the sides, and those locate it inside of here. So what you do is remove the old shift rod and bushing out, and then you're going to clean this area up, take the bushing dry, and just put it in place, just like that. And it's slotted, faces towards the top. And then what you do is push it in until it stops, and then you're going to just clip it into place, one side and then the other, and you'll hear it click. It'll just click into place on each one, and that's it. It's installed. This part's going to take you 30 seconds. It's really simple. You don't need to use any grease. You can put some in here if you want, or put it on the shift rod when you pass it through. It's not necessary, but it does make it go a lot smoother. And that's it. That's the shift rod bushing installed. This is the other part that we installed on our car. This is the billet shift coupler. This is an early one, so it's going to fit bug and Gia through 64, and also fits bus through 67. It's a direct bolt-on. You saw us do it in the car. It's super easy, but a lot of people ask, I have a later car, what do I do? Well, we also have the late model shift coupler, and this is it right here, and you can see that it's got the pass-through for the later shift rod. So this is going to fit bug, Gia, and Type 3 from 65 and up. It also fits, really importantly, bay window bus from 68 to 79. So if you have a bus, you know these things always break. This is a great upgrade. We've got one on our 69 Westie. You definitely want to grab one of these too. So the hot setup is to upgrade the bushing and your shift rod coupler. I'm gonna put a link to all of these in the description of this video. You can also find them in the news section of our website. I highly recommend that you guys upgrade to these pieces. It's such a game changer. And there's more applications for these coming, so stay tuned. In the meantime, find us on all the social medias. We're everywhere at Aircooled Vintage Works, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have tons more videos coming. We just don't have time to edit them, but stay tuned, they're coming. We'll see you next time.